All right. It's Captain K Man 420 coming at you this Thursday, December 1st. And we're going to continue a little bit on regards to what's going on in Arizona. What the heck is going on in Arizona? Now, the last time I left you guys was the day of Monday, the 28th. The day of in regards to Arizona, certifying the whole November 8th situation. Now, of course, all eyes were on Maricopa County specifically. Trust me, guys, there was a lot of people there that day. I came to you right in the middle of the afternoon, right in the middle of everything. So we didn't know exactly what the end results would be, but we kind of figured what was going to happen. Well, they did it. They did it anyways. Maricopa County just went forward and, they voted to certify the situation. Now, there was a lot of people there that day. There was a lot of people down at the Maricopa County office hearing situation. A lot of people with issues. A lot of anger. Trust me, there's a lot of people going viral all over the twatters last couple of days. We just yelling at the Maricopa County Board of Supervisors like, what the heck are you doing? Calling them out on all the shenanigans that we can't necessarily talk about on the situation. But again, we sitting there acknowledging our frustrations, our anger, and just like that, Maricopa County Board of Supervisors, did they care? Did they even listen? Did they even really listen? No. They just sallied forth. And approved the November 8th situation. Now again, this is Maricopa County, and Maricopa County is not necessarily the state of Arizona, even though it's the most populated in regards to that's where basically the only metropolitan big city in Arizona lands. Phoenix and all this other, Tempe, Scottsdale, whatever, all that stuff, lands. And again, all eyes are on Maricopa County specifically. So again, did they even really care? No. We got the Uniparty heavily in Arizona, and at this point, basically just blatantly shoving this Katie Hobbs situation literally down our throats. Remind you of something? So here we are, Thursday, December 1st, and it is getting real messy, real nasty amongst the state of Arizona. Now, again, I came to you Monday afternoon in the middle of everything. Also came out that same day that a certain county, Mojave County, all of a sudden, this drops on the Twitter's feeds that the Board of Supervisors in Mojave County, one of them sitting there, straight up saying, didn't really want to vote aye on this thing, but kind of have to since I'm being threatened with a felony and jail time if I don't approve this thing. That seem a little suspicious to you? Now, we've already been talking about Cochise County, and Cochise County is holding strong. They are still as of now, they are still delaying and postponing their approval of this situation. But guess what? The current Secretary of State, who is trying to be governor right now, Katie Hobbs, is going forward. And she is threatening, and at this point, she is suing Cochise County to approve this thing. So, to approve this thing, the Secretary of State is forcing the county to approve her selection as of governor? Speaking of said Secretary of State, currently Secretary of State trying to be governor, who refused to recuse herself from said position. Ultimately, she's still Secretary of State, so she is counting her own votes and counting her opponent's votes. There's a lot of just conflicts going on over here in Arizona. So that's pretty much where we're at this moment in time. You've got a certain county who approved this thing under duress. You've got another county who is still holding and postponing the situation. The current Secretary of State, who is suing and trying to force the approval of the midterm situation. That's a little messy. And before I leave you guys, let's just recap a little bit of the data that just doesn't really add up all of a sudden over in Arizona. First and foremost, to begin with, the R's had over 100,000 more registered participants than the D's. So we already had more registered voters. The day of turnout numbers, 60% turnout for us R's versus the 17% turnout for the D's. Again, it doesn't really add up. Your state treasurer, your down ticket R's, all of a sudden they're winning their 200K, outperforming the leader of the pack up at the top of the ticket. Tell me when it adds up, guys. Tell me when it adds up. And to conclude the data, this Rasmussen poll, which just dropped yesterday, has a 60 to 70% of D's here in Arizona are believe that this mess, this disastrous November 8th day of, definitely affected the turnout results. So now you got, I don't know how awake Phoenix, Arizona is asleep. The rest of Arizona, I don't know what's going on. But all of a sudden, I'm sitting, like Phoenix isn't that awake. But at the same time, all of a sudden, 60 to 70% of Dems actually believe there was a problem this last November 8th. So I don't know where we're at, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know where we're at. Just to be clear, if this Katie Hobbs scenario gets forced upon us, Arizona is going to go down in a ball of flames. All right, that's all I got for you today, ladies and gentlemen. Smash that like. Let me know what you think down below in the comments. Subscribe, share. Save Arizona. Oonga boonga, Captain Caveman!